Well, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. This is Aziza Sacred Wellspring from Sacred Sister Soul Talks TV. I hope you guys are having a really good day. I am. I was just doing some crafting. Went to the dollar store, bought me some vases, and I'm here putting some bling on them. But I made a promise to come on today. Got my notes ready. Today we're talking about the children because I know you guys that have children have been experiencing a lot of pushback from the kiddos. They've been answering back, doing things they wouldn't ordinarily do, throwing tantrums, which some people will say is normal, but this has been abnormal in that they're showing their independence. They're showing that they're here to do business. And in most instances, these children are older than some of us, right? So I thought it would be nice to come and talk about the children. And our talk today is, are our children truly special? And that's the question many people have been asking themselves lately. Hello, Jennifer. Right on time. Hi, Tony. We're talking about the children today. And before we get going, I know this week everyone has been experiencing a lot of insomnia, tiredness, upheavals in their personal life. That's because of Schumann resonance, which is the Earth's atmosphere, the Earth's energy has been acting up because Earth, as we know, she's evolving. She's going through her stage to get to the next level, which is 5D or higher. Depending on what the masters want for her at this stage. So she is shedding a lot of her negativity. And for us, with the solar energy coming in, since we are connected to the earth, we are also vibrating with that energy as well. So it's been throwing us off because we're trying to get right. Our DNA, our body, hello. Our DNA is trying to get right and be balanced with the earth, to be in sync with her. So that's part of the reason for you feeling a little bit out of sync. If you really want to know, the earth vibrates at 7.83 hertz. And to be totally in sync with her, we should vibrate at the same. I know. Listen to my voice. So she's balancing out all of us. Again, some portals, dimensions are merging. This week alone, I posted fairies. I was talking to one of my loves in the UK, and I was saying to her, growing up, I always read stories about fairies and was fascinated with it. And somehow deep within, you knew they existed, but there was nothing or no evidence to prove that they did. And this week alone, so many downloads have been happening for me. Hello, my love. And I was outside with my kiddos, as usual, and there was this fuzz. It was a lot of fuzz. And are you frozen? Oh, there. I know Facebook was offline. It started, Facebook was offline Friday. People lost their accounts or something like that. But there was so much fuzz in the atmosphere. It was like, I would say about 10:30 in the morning on the 20th, mind you, on the 20th. And I was remarking that dandelions this time of year, but these dandelions were not acting right. They were moving really consciously, if you want to call it that. And me and my wisdom decided to take some video. And one of these fairies, they were playing with the children. And I tried to move them away because I wasn't sure what it was, with hay fever and everything else. But the fairies kept following me. So I said, well, let me take some video. And at one instance, I looked up and there was a ton of them above the trees. And then one landed by my foot. One of my little kids just tried to step on it, children. And I said, no, you can't do that. But be that as it may, I managed to get one on video. and shared it with you guys, because I believe in sharing as much information as possible, because there was a point in keeping the information to ourselves, right? Everybody needs to know how to navigate to the next level. So since then, Nyasha, Empress Nyasia, she posted a video today about a fairy flying in her area. I know North Carolina is magical, but this is amazing. And I have this strange feeling that I'm going to see them again very soon. Very, very soon. So that kind of worked with me to talk about the children today. And much has been, like I said, most people have been talking about the children and why they're here. So as we would know, the children are children are our greatest blessing and our greatest challenge. If I'm reading from my notes, because I had to make the notes, there's so many downloads, I can't remember everything. So the cosmic and heavenly light is manifesting on our planet through the children. They have come from other realms and galaxies to experience and assist the earth and their earthly parents through this shift. They are here to start the shift to the sixth root race. They are our future selves. That is very, very key. They are like scouts getting ready to bring in that sixth root race, because the Caucasian is the fifth sub-root race, okay? They're not a root race, they're sub of the fifth root race. The fifth root race beginning with the Hindus. So the Caucasian is the the sub race, a sub race of the fifth root race, and they're the last of the five root race. I hope I'm making sense. So the children that are coming in now, they're no new spirits. So the children that are coming in now, they are the progenitors of the sixth root race. So children need their spirituality and moral development nurtured by empathic adults. That's the thing. There are lots of children who are showing signs of remarkability, showing signs of having what we call superpowers. People are speaking of that of late. And a lot of parents don't know how to reach these children. So the quickest thing to do is they put them in the system. And a lot of these children, as we know, have been going missing. But these children are here to help. And if we don't know, if the adults don't know how to reach these children, then they go by the wayside. So spirituality is defined as an innate ability to show awareness or consciousness of the surrounding world, shown through wonder, a sense of compassion and love towards this world and everything in it. The children that are coming onto the planet are coming in with high vibrations to help Earth by upgrading her planetary vibration and frequency. Oh my goodness. So they're not just here to help us, they're here to help the earth as well. And that's why you see people talking about the Schumann resonance and how it's been acting up, because the spirits that are coming in, they're coming in with such high vibration that it is helping the earth. The children that are coming onto the planet are coming in with high vibrations to help the earth by upgrading her planetary vibration and frequency. These children, or Kinters, have traveled from distant planets to learn what it is to find ego and experience physical reality. These children have chosen their mothers and fathers, combining in thought and physical connection, that's through what we call sex magic, to generate energies by which these thought forms, swimming in the ether and based on their level of radiation, are drawn into this cycle of birth. So depending on how the vibration of the parents, how consciously aware the parents are, then that spirit is taken from the ether and is birthed here. No negative spirits are coming in at this time because of the high vibration that the earth is generating, because of the high vibration that we are generating. No, I should say negative energies are not being pulled in. Those negative energies would have to raise their vibration in order to come into this space. Only positive energies right now are coming in because of the vibration that's being emitted. Okay, let's continue. The children that are incarnating are what we are called old souls. They are coming in with a high vibrational frequency. They are aware and awakened to who and what they are. You are the earthly guardian, must awaken to meet them in their truths and not how we see them as children. They are much more than that. These children are believed to possess special, unusual, and sometimes supernatural abilities. Their descent to this plane is why you are their parent. Guardian is now waking up from your unconscious sleep. They have come to free you and to make you whole again. I'm sure you guys are experiencing this with your children, where some of you might say you're learning through them. Some of you have said that these children are teaching you things that you didn't even know exist from the way they speak, and they speak of the world that they just left. I think I mentioned on one of these lives a little girl in my class. She's just 3, but she was painting actually a planet, and she was painting that planet pink. Yeah, she was painting that planet pink, and I remarked, I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm painting my planet." I said, "Okay." I said, "It's pink?" She said, "Oh yes, and this is the green grass, and this is the sky." And she was so convinced and convicted in what she was doing. I didn't stop her. I encouraged it actually. So she was really focused on what she was doing, and there was nobody around her, or we weren't even talking about planets at the time. So that shows you that there's that connection still there with the universe. Okay. Since the late 60s and 80s, these children have been incarnated on the planet with different abilities. Some are psychic, mystics, empaths, and remote viewers. As the vibration as the planet increases, the stronger the vibration and energies are being pulled in. The planet plane, real vibration elevated to such a level within the last 50 years that now it was now necessary for the nude old energies to incarnate. The indigo children were the first of the energies, then the crystal children, the star seeds, and the newest, the rainbow children. The rainbow children are a combination of all of the above, and the rainbow children are the ones who will be the mothers for the coming root race. Okay? These children from these earthly groups are older than most of us and has a wisdom beyond most people's comprehension. They're here to teach you, but to do so they must unlock their reservoir of regenerative energy, which is psychic patterning. Indigo is deep midnight blue. It is a combination of violet and deep blue. Indigo conveys integrity, sincerity, great devotion, and wisdom. Violet is the color of the future, imagination, and dreams. I don't know if you guys have been dreaming, or your children have been dreaming, or moving around erratically at night. That's because they're dreaming. They're still connected to the spiritual world, and they're doing battle in the spiritual world so that they can be free in this world, so that we can experience that shift as it is happening. They're helping us basically to elevate. The gates are opening and we will all walk through. As people say, it's a new earth, right? Indigo children are wise, and it's called old souls. Sometimes people who experience these children often remark they are doing things as though they were here before. Sometimes these children are seen as being strange. They also possess a sense of self-determination and purpose. I'm going to talk about crystal children make their appearance in the late 80s or through the 2000s. They flew in with consciousness. They made this agreement before incarnating to make the earth a better place. These children have piercing eyes, very sensitive, mentally and physically. They are super emotional, and they are huggers. I don't know if you experience children like that. They just want to hug and just want to see everybody happy. And they cry a lot. With loud noises or people arguing, these children really break down and cry. That's because those are what you consider the crystal children. They're very sensitive. to everything. Let's see. The star seed children represent the children sent to all areas of the universe to help all humanity in all the realms. Remember, I said there are 5 realms. We are just a parcel of land in one of these realms. The realm we are in is called Jambu Vipa, and there are 8 other parcels of land similar to this one. There are 5 other realms that are connected to our universe. Okay, I'm going to go into that maybe next week to share, to give you a bigger picture of where we are than what we were told where we are. We are just one of 9. Keep that in mind. So these children were dispersed throughout the universe, because as we are experiencing a pole shift, they're also experiencing that pole shift as well. The other 8 territories are also experiencing what we are experiencing. That's why we're seeing fairies now at this point. Okay? They're the bringers of peace. They basically follow their own heart. And as I was talking to one of my loves, she says, well, Abby, if fairies are real and what you showed me is very real, then that means unicorns exist. That means cyclops exist. That means dinosaurs exist. All these things still exist. I mean, they've been telling us. Look at Jurassic Park. They've been telling us. Okay? Now we're going to talk about the rainbow children. They were born around 2010, and they will continue to incarnate through 2030. The rainbow children being born now are scouts considering the present climate. They're connected on a greater level to the divine and often upload and download when asleep. Their DNA is supercharged, and most diseases that affect most people are instantly destroyed. You wonder why Corona at this time? Because they know these children are here and coming in. So they're trying to target them and their DNA, because those children will become the parents as we are now. They are supercharged with spiritual energy coming in from the divine. They have very strong personalities and assimilate information quickly. They are tuned to color and color vibrations. Their hair like indigo, crystal, and starseed children to help humanity evolve. They smile a lot. They're great conversationalists and have huge hearts full of forgiveness. They're able to express their needs and wants at very young age. They have proper character and are born with knowledge and speak with a knowing that leaves people speechless. The children from all of these stations or groups of cosmic energies are saving grace. Okay? They're very important to how we move forward, and I should say how we evolve right now. We have to become our best selves to help them if we are going to be them in the future. So the Galactic Federation, along with the elders and keepers, work remotely to eradicate this negative alien agenda. Through the children, we have a chance, collectively, along with the sentient beings that have showed up at this important juncture in Earth's shift. If you're wondering who the sentient beings are, that's Saturn, Jupiter. Then we have the Moon, Mercury, and Uranus in the sky. So they are here, which is also pulling on the energies. They're here to help the Earth elevate to the next level. Along with the sentient beings that have showed up at this important juncture in Earth's shift, they are ushering in the 6th root race. What we are witnessing are the scouts, the storytellers for this time. The incarnation expelled the Pleiades, the Draconian Alliance, thus the negative alien agendas that have controlled this realm for far too long. I don't know if you watched the inauguration and everything else that's been going on, but it seems like everything they do is now falling apart. That's because their helpers, the aliens, or what we call the Draconians, have now been expelled from the planet. There's still bits and pieces here and there. There's also the Teros. I'm going to go into the different alien species that have visited Earth during the course of Earth lifetime. I'll do that another time. I have a book a gentleman sent me with all the alien species. So there's not just the Draconians. There are also the Teros and the Deros that live within the Earth. That's why there are all these underground tunnels, because these beings, they have homes in the Earth. Okay? So let me just finish up. No new souls will incarnate until the evil has been eradicated or taken down, thus eliminating this vibrational frequency that is happening now. All attempts to interrupt the growth of this universe and galaxy has been muted. They are strong and strong-willed. These children are not here to play. In most cases, they don't want to be here. With the correct direction, they, along with us, will transit to Lyra, Sirius, and other galaxies. In instances, they make you better for having them. Those are the downloads I received during the week, talking about the children, because my question has always been why were all these children sacrificed, raped, tortured the way they were? Yes, for the adrenochrome, but the most of them were black children. For the adrenochrome, which keeps these people healthy. It allows them to commune with Semiramis, and ask for riches. That's why a lot of them are billionaires and millionaires, and we can't seem to get out the top because they have to sacrifice in order to get these riches, right? So I always wondered what happened with these children. And I was talking to one of my loves, and we were talking about her daughter. And I started asking the mother, well, tell me about the children. And the divine goddess took me, because sometimes I don't always ask her for stuff. I just go and sit with her and be in her presence. And it's a powerful, powerful presence. When you connect with the divine goddess, it is so special, so very special. She is your mother. She is who we came from. And when I go to her, she manifests that I can connect with her in human type form. And she's always in blue. She's always in maternal blue. And there's a reason for that, because of the blue ray. And sometimes I sit with her and I will lean on her just to be in her presence. It is so powerful and unique. When you guys need to chat and you're feeling out of sorts, just talk to the divine, the mother. Go to her and she will embrace you in ways that you can't even begin to imagine. And she just gives me these downloads. We talk about the ships in the sky. The ships that are in the sky are not coming from outside of our realm. They're coming from the other realms, because they're more advanced than we are at this stage. And we have access to this technology, but it's been kept from us. Okay? Nobody goes to Mars and live on Mars. They go to the realm that Mars is the sun. Mars is the sun. Yeah, Mars is the sun for that realm. Okay? So we have Venus and Mars, Venus being the moon for that realm. So this information has been kept from us. You know, so that's how I came in with her. I have that sacred connection. And seeing these fairies just opened me up to so much more. I embrace them. And I just wanted to share that with you, so that you too can start to elevate your frequency. The moment you're feeling down, the moment you're feeling depressed, just talk to the divine goddess. I know some people don't need that access or power, but you know what? The divine is discerning. After all, she's a divine. And you, even if you go to her, she knows your heart. And when you come to her, you have to come to her with your heart as light as a feather. As the Egyptians say, let your heart be as light as a feather. Because she knows your heart. You can't go to her with bad intention and think she doesn't know. She knows. So she's not going to give you the keys to the kingdom with negative intentions. And I always say to people, whatever you do, let your intentions be from the heart. Because that's the seat of the soul. The heart is the seat of the soul too. You know, everything that happens in the heart, it emanates to the universe. So you can't fool her. So if you want to ask a question, I can give you the number. If anybody wants to call in, the number is 980-549-1004. If you wanted to ask a question, I can read a question on air if you want to. It is up to you. Okay, let me see. Yeah, because she understands the crystals. She connects to the crystals. She has a lot on the other side as well. And the crystals has a power and an energy to it. So when you're tapped in spiritually, the crystals will work for you. And in that, they send off a vibration. So you can make them a weapon. You can make them a shield. Once you have that power and connection, you can make anything happen with crystals. Oh my goodness. Absolutely, absolutely. I hope your brother connects with the spiritual side. When you're feeling overwhelmed, again, imagine yourself in a place of calm. Easier said than done. I always tell people, ground yourself in the water, the tub water. You can put some sea salt in the water because salt in itself has its own energy. So when you ground yourself, the salt pulls out that negativity from you. Okay? And again, it is intention. You can't just go put your foot in salt water and expect it's going to work. You have to speak to that because remember, water remembers. It doesn't matter if it is here, the lake, or the ocean. It is still water. It's the divine goddess. It will remember you. So once you ground yourself and you ask that energy to remove itself from you, from the heart, everything you do must be from the heart. In this day and age, okay? You got to keep your vibration high. Even when you're feeling down and out, still speak that truth. Still speak it. I am fine. I am happy. I am okay. I am blessed. Speak it, speak it, speak it. And everything else will become secondary. Any questions, my loves? Okay. Here's what is happening with the pole shift. Every 26,000 years, Earth, where we are, or maybe say Earth, goes through a cycle, just as we women go through a cycle. Every 26,000 years that happens. Those 26 years are done in what you call yugas or ages. There's a golden age, the silver age, the bronze age, and the iron age. We're just coming out of the iron age. The Caucasian was conceived in the iron age 6,000 years ago. So we're coming out of the iron age into the bronze age, which is a new age of light, which is the Aquarian age. Okay? We always hear about the Aquarian being the water bearer. The water bearer is really a female. That's what that water bearer is. It's a female of knowledge. Not just knowledge, book knowledge, spiritual knowledge, consciousness, love, light, all of that. So we are in the Aquarian age. And the pole shift is actually when the toroidal fields now begin to dissolve. And as they dissolve, dimensions merge as well. So as the toroidal fields dissolve, entities can now flow in. We call those little green men at the end of the rainbow, the dwarfs. The dwarfs are the ones who created the toroidal field to really and truly, it put a wool over our eyes. Look at the eye as the dome. Once that is removed, once that, like the baby coming out of the womb, once that shell is removed, then the baby can breathe. That's the same thing with the toroidal field. When it starts to dissolve, we start seeing the planets that are closer. We start seeing all these things, and then we question, wait a minute. If I can see this, why didn't I see it before? portals start to open, vortices start to open and clear, so that we can now commune with not just the divine, we can commune with our soul family. That's where we get Nibiru coming in. Nibiru has two suns coming in with it. Then we have the sun, that's a crystal sun. So there's a lot going on, but everything connects. Keep in mind, we are part of Mother Earth. We are part of Sister Earth. And as she elevates, we elevate too. So the pole shift is the dissolving of the toroidal fields that helps us now open up consciously and spiritually. I hope that answered your question. It's a shifting of an old way into a new. Let's look at America, for example. It's a shifting of an old way into a new light, into a republic. The old way is going away, has gone away since June. It's a new day, a new age, a new leader, okay, that is going to take place. Some of us will stay to continue the game or continue in this shift. Some of us will leave. Okay. You are welcome, my love. The divine goddess is not Mother Earth in that instance. What we call Mother Earth, some of us, I spoke of this in a previous video, the Mother Earth or the Earth Spirit, which is called Tara, and she's from a long time ago. Earth is more than 4 billion years old. We have existed. Nobody knows when the universe existed. It just is. But they're entities, what we call the Pleiadians and the Lyrians, and we have the Andromedans. Some of us originally are from Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is a constellation that has Earth-like planets within that constellation. Tara is an entity, just as we are entities in these shells. The Earth is Tara's shell. Tara is an entity that graduated to become Earth, as we will one day. Okay? So Earth, when it was cooling, then received that gift of having an entity. Tara feels the way we feel. Sometimes in the Caribbean, we would say the Earth is having a menstrual cycle because it would smell terrible. It purges. She's in pain. She's a sentient being. She's sentient. So she feels, she knows, she's conscious. It's consciousness. Okay? It's consciousness. So she is experiencing what we are experiencing and vice versa. We just experience it on a microcosmic scale. She is experiencing on a grander scale. The elders, every universe has elders that take care of it. So the elders, when the Maldekians destroyed themselves, the elders asked Tara to take on this new life, this new energy. And she pulled herself back to allow these energies or entities to live on this planet. Or I shouldn't even say planet. We keep saying planet. On this realm. She pulled everything back. But it's been long in coming for her to elevate. So this is basically her graduation period, if you want to call it that. She's graduating to the next level, which means she is propelling through time, okay, to get to the next level of conscious awareness, just as we are. This will never be destroyed. It'll be transformed, but it'll never be destroyed. You cannot destroy what is sentient. And that's why Saturn showed up. That's why Jupiter showed up. Mars. Now we have in the sky the moon. We have Uranus, which is Saturn's father. So we have the whole family of planets right now in this system. And just as we can see them, the entities in the other realms can also see them. So this is graduation period for everything, everyone, not just us in Little America or the Caribbean or Europe. It is graduation for the other land masses as well. Let's see. Any more questions? Okay. Oh, the fairy video is on my Instagram page, or you can go on my YouTube page. I don't have many followers on there. It's not about getting followers, it's about getting the information out. You can go on my YouTube page. It's Sacred Sister Soul Talks TV. It's sister is SISTA. And you can see the video there as well. I try to post it so people can see it. Because people like myself, I knew they existed, and there are people who didn't think that they existed and think it was just a fairy tale, can now actually see that. And I think Empress Nyaja also posted a video too, so that kind of confirms that the video I posted is authentic. I mean, you can see the fairy right there. Okay, let's see. Any more questions? This is the time to ask, because it is fascinating. It's fascinating. I feel so blessed from the universe to be allowed to be their person, envoy, what have you, to share some of this knowledge. It's a whole lot more to share, but you have to share things in drips and drabs, because there's so much going on right now. You can lose people with too much information. You are welcome, my love. Okay. Any other questions? Going once, going twice. Well, I hope this was informative. You have any questions about the children? I believe, I agree, moderation is key. You can't give too much. All those children that were sacrificed, they're on their way back. They have earned that by sacrificing themselves and being taken advantage of, they will be returning as the rainbow children. So that's a wonderful, wonderful honor for them to come back as that in the very near future. Okay? So, with that said, if there are no more questions, I hope you guys, come on, ask it. Ask away. Ask away. Ask away. I can feel you wanting to ask, but not sure what to ask. Come on, I'm here. Ask the question now. You're going to see lots of pinks as well as purples showing up. That's the divine color, very light purple. And that's one of the reasons you saw that at the the inauguration. They didn't just wear purple because there's a lot of symbology around the purple. That's the mother pearl purple that you're going to see coming. Don't mind that other people are wearing it, is what is going to in tune to you as well. We're getting ready to see the elders coming through. Some of you have already met them. You just don't know that you've met them. We're going to see a lot of the brothers and sisters from Nibiru. They look like you and me. They're not coming looking like no long-haired alien, big googly eyes, none of that. See what is behind me? That's a Lyrian. Okay? The Lyrians are the cat goddesses, the cat-faced people. Beautiful people. So you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to feel a lot of their energy as well. I believe fairies are only the beginning of what is to come. And we're going to see a lot more entities coming through. And different life forms. Okay? That's going to be coming through. All right. When will the shift complete? The shift, right now we are in the second phase of the shift. There were so many people. I can't tell you when it'll be complete because that's something the divine knows. I can only tell you sometimes when she gives me information, there'll be a block. So she'll only show me to a point, because anything that comes in the ether or the Akashic plane, anybody can pull it out. So if you don't want the negative alien forces to get that information, which they can, it's not given to me. It's given to me at the moment that it's already been executed. Hope I'm making sense. So she'll give it to me. And I used to sit on it because I was like, nobody's going to believe nothing I'm telling them. So now when she gives it to me, as soon as she gives it to me, I let it sit within me for a day or two, and then I give it to you guys. So you guys get everything firsthand from the divine. The pole shift really was supposed to last 3 days. But our 3 days is not their 3 days. You know what I'm saying? 3 days for us can be 3 years, can be 30 years. For them, 3 days is 3 days on the other side. A lot of us are still asleep. The vibration has changed. It has raised Earth's vibration, but a lot of people are still asleep. So what I have been given is around March. They show me March, April. April is faded right now, and they're showing me June. May is very, very strong. So I don't know if March is going to be part of that shift, where 46 is going to, there's a new republic forming. But May is very, very strong. I see May as like what you would call bold letters. I can see May in my face. June is kind of faded. So a major shift is going to happen around May, June. What they also said to me is that Earth, where we are, our Earth, will be renewed. We'll still be here, but in a different form. Everything will, but minus the negativity. That's the best I can explain it. Everything will shift, but it will look the same. 5G is not harmful. The Galactic Federation altered that. Our DNA has been upgraded to accommodate. Listen, we transcend time and space. You cannot destroy this. Slavery didn't destroy this for sure. And slavery is a whole nother ballgame. When you guys find out the truth about slavery, you're gonna freak out. But 5G isn't harmful. It was intended to be, but the Galactic Federation turned on some switches. So it is not as harmful as people may think now, because our DNA has also shifted. That's one of the reasons we're feeling tired. And the Earth resonance has shifted. So that's one of the reasons we're feeling tired. We're feeling to change our diets as well. Things that we really loved in terms of foods, that has shifted. We've been encouraged to drink more water. But the water has also been charged, coming from the center of the Earth. The water has changed. So everything about us is evolving. Okay? Yes, they are. They are ready. They have been here for, they live among us. It's just that they look like us. We've been taught to look for aliens with a big head and big eyes. Those are the Greys. If you realize, the Greys look like an undeveloped child, right? A fetus. Those were created by the Draconians to do their bidding. But the aliens, and I think there was a guy, did an interview, a white guy, he did an interview, and I think he was in the military or something like that. And he said when he saw the aliens, they were black men. I think it was Carrie Cassidy. She says, oh, were they wearing a black suit? He said, no, they were black men. So that says a lot. One thing I want to say, I'm staying longer than I thought, is that the energy on the planet is feminine energy. Not that to exclude the brothers, but this is not for the brothers. That's why you saw a lot of men trying to become transgenders, because they wanted to we will call that, get what was really ours, that energy, because as you know, women, we are the planners, the makers that make it. We were the first government in a matter of speaking. So that energy that's hitting the planet is feminine energy. Okay? This is our time to elevate humanity. But it doesn't mean we exclude the men. I hope it doesn't come over that way, because the brothers, without the brothers, we can't move forward, and vice versa. Okay, it's a total feminine energy, and that's what's scaring the patriarchy now. Okay, the Galactic Federation is made up of what we call different alien types. My laptop is off. If not, I would show you some of these alien types. Some of them look like the Lyrian behind me, the cat goddess. Some of them, they all have bodies that look like this, but I hope better than mine. But they have different features. Some might got rectangular heads. You know what I'm saying? They are from different places. Some have wings. They're a combination, and the development of this realm is key for their realms to succeed. And they're coming from different galaxies as well, not just from our galaxy. They're coming from different galaxies. There are more than 150 galaxies, more than that. That's how expansive this thing is. Okay, and we think being on this little part is so important. When you understand this is a greater collective effort by other races or alien races, then you will put everything in perspective. Okay. Anything else that's on your minds? Ask away, ask away, ask away. The children are here to help. The children are us. And in instances, some of what these spacious people keep talking about are children from the future. Okay? They're coming back to help, to see as well what's been going on. That's how technology has developed in the future. There was a picture that they made called Time Jump or something like that. And I always encourage people, go back and watch The Matrix. Now that you have a better understanding and knowledge, go back and watch The Matrix. Remember, they were in a dome. Yeah? They were in a dome. So that mimics where we are. All right. So next week, I'm going to talk about, maybe I should talk about the alien races that have joined, that have visited Earth. Earth is like a tropical destination for most of these aliens, or they stopped here on their way to somewhere else. And I can't stress enough, there are 5 realms with 5 different seas. We are in the realm of the saltwater sea. The realm just about below us is the realm with, I think, freshwater seas. There's one with a realm that is made of sweet, made of G. There's one made of sweet water as well. There's so much to this. There's so much to all of this. All right. So, since you guys have nothing else to ask, come on, guys, ask away. Ask away. Don't be shy. I love sharing with you, and I love that you share with me as well. There's nothing else I can say until next week. And then for Black History Month, I'm gonna get into Before We Came, where some of us originally from. Nyasha would remember there was a young lady we freed who was a giant, I won't say alien. She was a giant, 1 second, that she had giant wings, and she was from a planet of what people will call angels. There's so much in the universe and to the galaxies. There's so much. And all of us have the ability to tap in and know. You can access the Akasha behind your ear. Okay? We all have this ability, not just myself. We all can do it. Okay? Well, on that note, if there's nothing else, you are welcome, my love. Any other questions? Welcome. I am Precious Jewel. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, if there's nothing else, my loves, I will catch you guys up during the week for What's Up Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed the inauguration. I'm being cheeky, huh? And there's a whole lot to come with that. Be prepared still. Stop watching the news because you're just being lied to, okay? So I am crafting. I am crafting. Today is my crafting night. Oh, and that reminds me. Since you guys come on here, we should do a little crafting competition. Find something that you want to make over and craft it out, bling it out, and let's show it off next week. Let's make this quarantine fun. Let's make social media fun. It doesn't always have to be about knowledge. We can just share our creativity as well. So I'm challenging you guys next week, Saturday, to bring something that you have blinged out this week. You got a week to do it. No excuses. And let's all have a look. Whoever votes on the best piece of blinged out stuff will get a grand prize from me. Okay? So on that note, my loves, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your... yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's make this fun. So I am going to do a piece of glass or something. Something fun. I'm here working on that now. So we got a week to do it, guys. Choose something. It doesn't have to be something elaborate. If you're in the U.S., go to the dollar store, get some of that glitter, and bling that piece out, and come and show it off next Saturday around 5 o'clock. And while we're showing off our pieces, we all get to vote on the one that we love the best, and you'll get a prize. Okay? So, on that note, take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And if anything comes up during the week, I'll definitely share it. Any more downloads, I'll definitely share that. This is Aziza Sacred Wellspring from Sacred Sister Soul Talks TV. And go on YouTube and like Sacred Sister Soul Talks, okay? Take care, my loves. Bye.